Hello YouTube. Today we're gonna be changing an ABS pump on a Jeep JK 2017. So I've been getting the code C2116. As you can see here, I've been getting the ABS light and the traction control light. Okay, and when you diagnose it with the code reader, you get C2116 code. So I got a used pump here from a junkyard and I'm gonna change it. So the plan here is to replace this unit and then bleed the brakes and then take it to a shop to flash the ABS unit, because once you change that part of it, this is the control module, once you change the control module, you're gonna need to flash it to match the VIN of the car. Obviously there are a couple steps that you can do before changing the ABS module, which is to check the fuses, that correspond to the ABS unit, and if everything looks fine, there are a couple other steps that you can do as per the manual, and then if everything fails, then that means you have to change the pump. Okay, first thing first, we disconnect the negative side of the battery. Okay. I cleaned it a little bit, especially around this area, just to avoid any dirt going in the unit, and I spray painted those two pieces here and here. They were a bit rusted, and this is kind of normal. I've seen it in many used ABS units. And now I'm gonna take out the one in the Jeep and replace it with this one. First we gotta disconnect this part here, the electric harness, and then we're gonna remove this one screw over here, disconnect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then pull it up. As you can see, those two black pieces here, this is where the pump sits in. So once we disconnect everything, we're gonna pull it out. I did label those tubes here, the metal ones, just to make sure to connect them to the right spot when you put in the new one. And first thing is we have to disconnect the electric plug, and I'm trying to show you here, there are two pins kind of where the metal is touching. You have to push them in and pull this cover up. See that? Now you can pull the cover up and take it out. So now I have this glove here ready to cover it. So I covered the electric harness just to keep it clean with a glove, and now I can start working on the ABS pump. I took the original unit out and I put in the new used one, if I can say in. And just one thing I forgot to mention is that I did spray a little bit of WD-40 while I was pulling out the original unit. So I did spray the bottom part here because this is really hard to take out when you're trying to pull it. Now we're gonna put everything back and try to keep the area as clean as possible. Everything is back in place. The next step would be to bleed the brakes. Make sure to top it off, the master cylinder, top it off with the proper OEM brake fluid, and then you start by bleeding the tires from the farthest one in the back all the way to this tire, which is the closest to the pump, the last.